Good morning. This is the day the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. It's the second day of March. Man, we got a new month that started yesterday. How are you all doing today? Yeah, today's a good day to get back in the Word of God, to make a plan to stick with praying every day for the month of March. You know, there's 31 days, I believe, in March. So it's 30 days past September, April, June, and November. All the rest have 31, except February. So yeah, March has got 31 days. I'll give you a challenge. Challenge you to read the book of Proverbs. Read a chapter a day. So today, read chapters 1 and 2. Catch up. There's 31 chapters in the book of Proverbs. So read a chapter a day. And if you really want to go for the gusto, read 5 chapters of Psalms a day and 1 chapter of Proverbs a day. And you'll read through the entire book of Proverbs and the entire book of Psalms in a month. Try it out. Nehemiah chapter 2 verse 20 says, Then answered I them and said unto them, The God of heaven, he will prosper us. Therefore we his servants will arise and build. But ye have no portion, nor right, nor memorial in Jerusalem. Making God real in your work. This was written by Pastor Stuart Hunt. In November 1972, I quit the insurance business. My difficulty was that I found it unethical to sell something I really didn't believe in. For example, selling life insurance to cover children. How could I say this is right for your family when I didn't believe it was right for my own? My heart wasn't in it any longer. It wasn't real to me. In Nehemiah chapter 1, you will find that Nehemiah had a God-oriented goal in his life, and there were 4 ways he went about seeking to accomplish this goal. And if you read the book of Nehemiah, you find out that basically the temple in Jerusalem had been destroyed, and that when he had caught wind of what was going on, his heart was broken, and he really had a desire to want to go back to Jerusalem to rebuild the temple. Of course, him being a cupbearer of the king, he couldn't just up and leave. But God used him in a mighty way, and God used the king at that time to allow him to accomplish this goal. But he accomplished it in 4 different ways. That's what we want to talk about today and tomorrow. I'm going to try to do a little 2-part series. I heard some people like the 3-part series I did the other day. So we're going to do this in 2 parts. All right? First, he saw a need. God was real to him. He asked about Jerusalem, the city of his fathers, learned about the state in which it existed, with its walls broken down and its gates burnt with fire, and began to allow this need to burn in his heart. How can you make God real in your work? Answer: see a need. He saw a need, and he really had a desire to want to fix this problem and take care of this need. What's going on in your life? Look for a need. Is there a need in your life, or in your family, or in your church, or in your community? Look for the need. That's what he did, and it burned within his heart. So he had a desire to want to take care of it. So he saw a need. Next, part 2, he sought the Lord in prayer about the need. He spent between 2 and 3 months in prayer. His praying was so intense that it affected him physically. When you see a need associated with your work, seek the Lord in prayer about it. It's always good to pray about a situation and seek God's will about it, instead of always jumping in gung-ho sometimes. You know, make sure that all your ducks are in a row with the Lord. Here it took him 2 or 3 months of prayer. Sometimes it might take years of prayer for some things. But always pray. Pray without ceasing, the Bible says, and ask God and talk to him and communicate with him. That's the best thing. I brought it up in Sunday school this past week that one of the best things that keeps a marriage together is communication. You want to keep your heart right and in line with God? Keep that communication open. And when you see a need that needs to be taken care of, pray to God. Ask Him, how can you take care of this need? How can you help with this need? And be in prayer about it. All right, so we'll pick up tomorrow. God love you. I love you. You have a great day.